Hi, my dear children. Very good morning to everyone. Welcome to the next session of our revision topic from the lesson food components. So, in the previous video, we have discussed about different type of food components, test for fats, test for starch, test for proteins. You remember all those things? Yes. Now, after learning about the different type of food components, we left with two more components of food. That is roughages. Roughages. These roughages are also known as, yes, dietary fibers. Roughages are also known as dietary fibers. See, these roughages are the type of food components which are present in food substances where our body fails to digest. These roughages cannot be digest our body, and these add bulk to our digestive system. So, whatever the food that is left undigested or waste present in our stomach, it can be completely cleaned out or sent out easily by the help of the roughages or dietary fibers. That's why we are asked to have consumption of fruit salads, raw fruits, raw vegetables. I can say by our elders or grandparents or mother and father. The reason behind is they are the rich sources of roughages. Roughages add bulk to the digestive system, and these are the food substances that are failed by our body to digest. Okay, my dear students. And these roughages we can also see these are the kind of carbohydrates that our body fails to digest. And what is use of this one? They help in the free bowel movement in our digestive system and prevent constipation. Most important blank this one. And prevent constipation. Okay, my dear students. So, whatever food we take, the maximum amount of some amount of it is going to be digested and some is left undigested. It is going to be come out in the form of excreted manner. Okay, if it doesn't happens properly, then you are said to have the problem of constipation. So, in order to avoid from constipation, what we have to consume? Make sure your diet contains roughages or dietary fibers. Peas, beans, potato, these are different sources of whom? Yes, rich gourd, you can say bottle gourd, drumstick. Well, these are the good source of roughages or dietary fibers. So you're given what are the different sources of roughages? Bran, shredded wheat, cereals, fruits, vegetables, sweet and plain potato. We have discussed all today again, we are discussing all. Peas and berries, pumpkins, palak, apples, banana, papaya, and many kinds of beans are the sources of roughages. And we must take care that our diet must consisting of at least some quantity of, yes, roughages are dietary fibers. Very good. Now, and here one more thing. Generally, we have the habit of eating fruits by removing the peels. Generally, but here but there are some fruits which we eat by removing the peels where we are not supposed to do like that. For example, if we take banana, we eat banana by removing the peel of the fruit only. Whereas some other fruits are there, sometimes you use it to remove the peel. For example, apple, someone use it to remove the peel. We shouldn't do like that. Most of the vegetables are also used along with peel sometimes to make some special dishes like chutneys. I said, rich gourd. We do rich gourd chutneys. Yes, with the help of peels. Yes, because they are rich in nutrients. The peels are rich in nutrients and they also contain fibers. You can say like roughages are dietary fibers, which helps in very good amount of digestion. Okay, my dear students. But in order to eat the fruits and vegetables along with peels, here we have to remember important thing. I have explained you. Nowadays, farmers are using pesticides and fertilizers. That is, they are spraying the chemicals on the fields or plant products, whatever it may be, they are growing. So, if we consume those type of fruits and vegetables with peels directly without washing, it has a great effect on our digestive system. It's a very great effect. So, after purchasing the vegetables and fruits from the market, you are supposed to wash with, yes, very good, salt water. You are supposed to wash with salt water. Very good. Next comes water. So, water is also an essential component needed by our body, isn't it? We learnt an experimental activity. We have taken a test tube and I have introduced a cotton ball into it. It moves with some difficulty. Later, what I did, I have taken the cotton ball from the test tube and I dipped in water. So it has absorbed some water. And now I introduced that one again into the test tube. Now, if I press it, what happens? It moves freely when compared to the former situation or the previous situation. That means here, water helps for the very free movement of food in our body. Isn't it? It does for the very free movement of our body. Okay, in that way, there are very so many uses for water. Okay, so that's why you are asked to drink good amount of water. For a healthy human body, it is suggested to drink nearly 2 to 3 liters of water a day. It's very important. So that you can able to circulate all the contents present in digestive system very freely. And some substance will get able to dissolve, soluble in water, as water is a universal solvent. Okay, my dear students. And next, after learning about all those components, it is necessary for us to discuss about how our diet should be or what should our diet consist of. Yes, our diet should consist of proteins, vitamins, fats, minerals, carbohydrates. Of course, their quantity may varies. You should have good amount of carbohydrates, some amount of proteins, minor amounts of vitamins and minerals, and very less quantity of fats, isn't it? These all ingredients which we take in our food makes our food as a balanced diet. Which diet? Yes, balanced diet. Makes our food as a balanced diet. So every human being should take care that the diet he takes or she takes must be a balanced one. How to make that a balanced one? Make sure it consisting of carbohydrates, proteins, vitamins and minerals and fat. You might feel in order to have all these components, our diet must be a rich one. No, not at all. It's not a rich diet. Even a poor people can afford it. A roti, a chapati you can take, little amount of rice, one vegetable curry you can take, little amount of fruits, vegetable salad you can take. Isn't it? And little amount of quantity of oil, enough. It makes our diet as a balanced diet. What do you mean by balanced diet? The diet which contains all the food components in correct proportions or correct amounts is said to be called as a balanced diet. Okay, my dear students. So we must take care that our diet should consisting of balanced diet, as we have discussed it in our lesson portion regarding thali. So, in order to have balanced diet, there is no need of taking even thali also, which may not be afforded by a poor person. Okay, my dear students, so thali we observed so many things. We have curd, sweet, 2 type of curries, dal, we have rice, chapati, papad, salads, all these present makes or supplies all the food components which are essential for the growth and development of our human body. Okay, my dear students. So balanced diet is also very much essential for our body. Okay, my dear students. Now here we are going to discuss about a very interesting thing. Already we have discussed in our earlier classes. So as I said, we have to take out food to get energy, to get the supply of good amount of nutrients or all this. Now, which type of foods are to be taken in excess? Even if you take in excess, nothing happens. Are to be taken moderately, are to be taken very, very smaller quantities. Okay. Foods like cereals, pulses, milk, etc. should be taken adequately. Follow me again. Foods like cereals, pulses, and milk must be taken adequately, means sufficient amount. And next one, fruits, leafy vegetables, and other vegetables should be used in plenty, means more amounts. Fruits and leafy vegetables should be taken in good or more plenty of quantity, are to be taken plenty. Now, when coming to oils, cooking oils and animal foods should be taken moderately, average basis. What type of foods? Animal foods and cooking oils. Next one, vanaspati, ghee, butter, you can see cheese, they must be used very sparingly, means very little quantities or very small quantities. You may get one question from this part, blank from this, because these are very important, which are to be taken in a good quantity also. So, which foods are to be taken adequately? Yes, foods like, very good, cereals, pulses and milk, good. Which foods are to be taken in plenty? Fruits, vegetables and leafy vegetables, very good. Which foods are to be taken moderately? Yes, cooking oils sparingly. If we take or not, no problem. Sparingly means that's the manner, that's the answer. Which one? Yes, vanaspati, ghee, butter, cheese, etc. Isn't it? Very good. Next comes junk foods. Next comes junk foods. See, if you are eating only pizza and sandwiches, pizza and sandwiches, some use it to have very much fond of them. They like very much. If they use it to consume them in a larger quantities, what happens? You are going to get, your body is going to receive the components what are present in them only. At the same time, we are losing out the other components of the food present in the pizzas. It is not going to produce all the type of nutrients present in it. Okay, that means doesn't provide a good, like a balanced diet. It is very harmful to our health by consuming pizzas and sandwiches for a longer period of or longer duration of time. Okay, my dear students, it causes damage to our digestive system. Causes damage to our digestive system. And one more thing is food habits. One more thing is food habits. Food habits of people changes from one region to another region, one sort of community to another sort of community. Different people used to have different varieties of foods. For example, people grown in South India mostly depend largely on rice, whereas people live in North India mostly depend on wheat. They should depend on wheat. They should prepare chapati, roti, like that. Okay, my dear students. And one more thing, who is to be called as the founder of modern science of nutrition or father of modern science of nutrition? Who is he? Yes, Antoine Lavoisier. Very good. Antoine Lavoisier. So, Lavoisier is named as the, yes, founder of modern science of nutrition. Founder of modern science of nutrition. Lavoisier is to be named as founder of modern science of nutrition. And I said about one more scientist, James Lind. Do you remember? Yes, James Lind. He provided information regarding a disease called scurvy. Okay. People used to have sea sickness. People used to travel on sea journey for a longer times. Not able to going to get fresh vegetables and fruits. They are going to get the stored foods. So they used to have this disease. Chance of this is called scurvy. It was discovered by James Lind. It was discovered by James Lind. Okay, and this scurvy can be cured by eating fresh fruits and vegetables. It can be cured by using fresh fruits, by eating fresh fruits and vegetables. Okay, my dear students. So these are all the different type of things we have discussed in our lesson portion. And in addition to this, here I am going to give some more important note points here. Just remember, listen once. Good cooking habits. Already we have discussed this at the time of lesson. Overheating, overboiling, and deep frying. Remember these three things: overcooking, overboiling, and deep frying destroys the nutrients present in our food substances. Okay, and at the same time, they add extra calories to the food. They add extra calories to the food. Which three type of cooking of foods? Yes, deep frying, overcooking, overboiling, overheating. And vitamin C is easily destroyed due to overheating. If we do cooking of food and overheating, vitamin C is going to be destroyed. And one more thing, use of excess water while cooking is also not desirable, not suggestible. While cooking, we shouldn't use excess amount of water, and it is not suggestible. Washing, cut fruits and vegetables. So you wash down the fruits and vegetables, and then you cut them down into or chop them into pieces. Again, if you wash them, what happens? Some more nutrients will be escape from it. Okay. Now, washing of rice and pulses repeatedly. So before cooking food, you might have observed your mother used to wash the rice and pulses. Yes or no? If we wash the rice and pulses many a times, that is repeatedly, what happens is it may lose the nutrients present in them. Okay, my dear students. So these are the different type of things that we have discussed in our lesson, food components. Okay, my dear students. So shall we recap of what we have learned so far? Yes. Let's go to what we have learned. Everyone, put your fingers in the textbook and follow it. Food contains some components: carbohydrates, proteins, vitamins, minerals, roughages, and water. Fibers are also a component of food. We discussed that are present in the different kinds of fruits and vegetables. All the food items contain all the components of food. Very most important point. All the food items contains all the components of food, but the amount of each component varies from one to another. Roughages are dietary fibers, clean our food canal and prevents constipation. I said also constipation very important blank. We must drink enough water so that our body functions properly. The food that contains all the nutrients, that is carbohydrates, fats, proteins, vitamins, minerals, okay, in balanced proportions is said to be called a balanced diet. And every human being requires a balanced diet. Okay, my dear students? Yes. Now, all of you go to improve your learning session. Where we have question and answers from that. In the next video, we'll go through animal fibers content. So, make a list of food items that contain all the components of food. This is to be done by the student as it is discussed. Next, who am I? A very interesting question. I am a component of food that makes paper translucent. Do you remember this test? I am a component of food where I can make the paper translucent. Who am I? Yes, I am fat, or you can say oils. Put me Put a drop of me on a cut potato. It turns dark blue. It turns dark blue. Who am I? When I used to put on a cut potato, I used to turn it dark blue. Yes, I am. Yes, who am I? If we used to put on cut potato, that is iodine solution. Do you remember test for iodine solution? It turns to dark blue or black color. Yes. Explain what will happen if we don't include roughage in our body. We discuss about roughages or dietary fibers. These are the kind of food components where our body fails to digest. If we don't include roughages in our body, so there will not be have good movement of waste food or whatever it may be in the digestive tract, and thereby we cannot avoid the constipation. So if it doesn't include roughages in our body, we may suffer with the problem of constipation and improper digestion. Next. Some more. What food items should you take plenty and adequately? Do you remember? Yes, foods like cereals, pulses and milk must be taken adequately. Which should be taken plenty? Fruits, leafy vegetables and vegetables must be taken plenty. Very good. How is water useful to our body? Water is useful to us in plenty of purposes. It helps to absorb the nutrients. It helps to circulate the nutrients to all the different parts of our body, and it helps in very good amount of digestion or free movement of food into our digestive system. These are all the very important use of water. If our food is not balanced with proper nutrients, we may suffer with malnutrition. Okay. Fibers in our diet prevents, I said very important blank no? Yes, constipation. Our daily diet should include plenty of fruits and vegetables. Oils and fats gives us energy. Okay. Prepare a balanced diet chart. This may not be useful for our question part. Okay, my dear students. So, when speaking strictly about the food components, whatever contents covered by us will help you to a great extent for the preparation of the FA1 examination regarding the food components lesson. We have discussed about different type of food components, what is the use of food, and how to test the different food components, what are the different chemicals required, isn't it? What are roughages, okay, and what are the different sources of roughages, how roughages is helpful to our body, and what is the use of water in our body, isn't it? And then we discuss about balanced diet. Okay, so every person is used to take the diet which is a balanced one. That means consisting of carbohydrates, proteins, fats, vitamins, minerals, etc. in balanced proportion. And we should not consume junk foods as they have some quantities in larger proportions, some nutrients in larger proportions. If we consume the junk foods continuously, it will affect to. And who is known as the founder of modern science of nutrition? Antoine Lavoisier. And who discovered the disease scurvy? James Lind. And if a person is suffering from scurvy, so how he can be treated or cured? Yes, by treating fresh vegetables and leafy vegetables. Fresh vegetables and leafy vegetables. Okay, my dear students. So that's all the revision portion regarding the food components lesson. Okay, my dear students. So once after watching this video, again you have to prepare the textbook content so that you can able to understand. Take the help of your workbook, running notes and textbook so that you can able to cover out all these points. So when we meet in the next video, we will discuss about some more concepts left out in the acids and bases. So the next video we will concentrate the revision on acids and bases. Okay, my dear students. Until then, bye. Have a nice day.